Hey guys, how are you doing? My name is Jonathan, and thank you for taking a few minutes out of your time to watch this video. Right now, I'm just trying to, I'm actually doing takes right now, seeing which one is actually the best. This is probably not really professional, but I'm just going to be myself. So, anyways, I'm making this video because I am trying to get help, just in general, but definitely financially. Um, I am in real trouble. Um, in 2000, October 2004, I got sick. I don't know what happened. I thought I had the flu. And apparently it wasn't because it's been progressing throughout the years. Pretty bad, to be honest. Um, I've been in the hospital time after time. And they were, I would say, all warranted. I mean, I'm not just going to go to the hospital just because I feel like going to the hospital. Just like, oh yeah, I got nothing else better to do. I'm just gonna go to the hospital. No. I've had sepsis. I've had renal failure. I've had different inflammations throughout my body and my organs: gastritis, esophagitis, polyp in the stomach, internal hemorrhoids, blah blah. Which that's all. It's all gone now. I've had a tubular adenoma in my transverse colon, which means could be cancerous, but they did a biopsy and it was non-cancerous. So for the colon cancer, no colon cancer. My liver has been enlarged twice. My spleen has been enlarged 3 times and could still be enlarged. My gallbladder, I have a family history of gallbladder disease in general, but I have gallbladder disease, but I still have my gallbladder. The ejection fraction, the HIDA scan, was at 38%, which is supposed to be 35 and above, which actually 35 to I don't know what it is. I just know 35 is like low. You don't want any lower. Um, let's see what else. I have a lot of cognitive impairments. I have a lot of blood chemistry imbalances and different things. Um, let's see. So I've had some EEGs because what was it like when I first got sick? Like a few years later, I started to have brain fog and stuff, and docs didn't really do much of anything except put me down and say that I was nuts and whatever. And then I had EEGs, and every time, the ones with the wires, and they got your brainwaves. They can see your brainwaves. Every time those came back, they would always come back abnormal, pretty bad abnormal, um, including possible seizures. Possibly, they didn't see any seizure activity, but they said that I had, I think, a low threshold or something. So basically, I could really have seizures. Um, I think I am having them, but they're not like, I'm not like flopping like a fish or anything. Um, let's see, what was it? It was so yeah, that would always come back abnormal, and it was specifically for the frontal lobe area. And then I had some psychological tests. I had 3 of them, because you know how doctors are. They try to, you know, try to say you're nuts and there's nothing else wrong, which is exactly what they did. Um, by the way, still showing that there was things wrong. Um, so yeah, with the EEGs and the psychological test, it showed that I had moderate to severe cognitive impairments, especially the executive function in the frontal lobe, which is pretty bad. I mean, you can't get any worse than that. I'm surprised I'm not like, oh, that's not even the best of it yet. And then I tried to get a PET scan for many years, and nobody would do it. They're just like, there's nothing wrong with you. You got mental issues, blah 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 blah, whatever, and whatever the case is, right? But I was able to finally get a PET scan. I just got it in 2018, I think around January. Um, and it showed, well, the first person, the technician, he didn't know what he was doing, but the doctor was like, "Oh my God, dude, you got to get in here stat." I was like, what? Now you, oh wow, now you're freaking me out, because I was at this point. If I didn't find something wrong, I was very depressed, and found out that because we also did a Hashimoto's test. Hashimoto's is the antibodies, I think produced by the thyroid or whatever, when the autoimmune system is kind of crazy. So I did a TPO-AD antibody test, which I had one in 2011. They said I had Hashimoto's and Graves, but I don't know about the Graves. So, in 2018 we did this, and it showed that I had the Hashimoto's. And in fact, my antibodies went up. They're not like crazy high, but they're up enough, right? And then with the brain issues, the PET scan basically found that my temporal lobes, which are very important, there's hardly any activities. My occipital lobe, which is other things, perception, vision, all that, they're in bad shape. So she thinks I have something called autoimmune Hashimoto's encephalopathy. And I got to get treatment. Their recommended dose in Western medicine is taking, what do you call that stuff? Taking steroids to suppress my immune system, which is crazy in general. But the research that I've done is this is very dangerous. Apparently it could be cured. I don't know. But it's very dangerous. If I don't get treatment, I will go into a coma and I will die. That's the prognosis in general. I will die. The anti-immunosuppressants are bad enough, especially if you're taking like prednisone or whatever. They want to give me something else. It's like prednisone, but a little better, I guess. But yeah, you can have a lot of issues with it. So yeah, I know that I have a lot of gut issues as well, and that's probably why I have all my issues. I also know I have fructose malabsorption. Fructose, like what's in sodas, what's in, apples and all that. Like say if this was a soda, not good. As well as many other things, right? So I got a lot of issues. Thankfully right now I have insurance. Unfortunately, I give the highest praise to physicians and practitioners in general, but a lot of physicians, because of tort law, I'm assuming, or just the way they're trained, they're very lackadaisical, they're very uncaring. They don't care about your health issues. They're only really focused on giving you medication for the suppression of your symptoms, disease management. Or, hey, you don't need your gallbladder, let's cut that thing out. It's giving you issues, that's $15,000, So, like I said, I get the highest regards, but most doctors, especially in my state in Texas, they don't really do much. And we're seeing this everywhere, So, the reason I'm making this video is with my Hashimoto's and with all my health issues, I am not able to work. If the second that I work, I'm working against myself. And if I make more than a certain amount, I'm really in trouble. This video, in general, what it's going to be linked to, it could actually cause issues. I don't know. So, I'm not trying to get like rich, I'm not trying to get, well, that'd be nice too. I'm not trying to get like $100,000 or anything. So making this in general is risky, because when I start collecting funds, that could really affect everything. But I'm really trying to get funds so I can see naturopathic type doctors. Not these ones that only have 6 months of reading, 4 or 5 books. And they think they know everything. I've actually seen people here and there where they're like, oh wow, you have this, you got that, and whatever. And regular doctors are just like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. And then years later, tests are actually coming out showing, okay, this is what the guy has. But they don't do nothing. They're like, well, I don't know. It's just like gallbladder disease. Well, how do you get, how do you heal the gallbladder? Well, I don't know. There's no science for that. Well, there is science. But in Western medicine, like I said, it's give you a bill, well, that too, a bill, give you a pill or surgery or whatever for the suppression of symptoms, right? So my goal is, with any funds that I get, is it would be for nutrition, supplemental stuff, the right vitamins and minerals, not this cheap crap. I would definitely work on the food. Any supplies that I would need to help with that transition, as well as um, medical care, naturopathic, people that could actually, that I could see, that could monitor me, that looks at me as a whole and not as a symptom. Tries to rebalance my body out, to also help with this Hashimoto's, because Hashimoto's can, it's hard, but it can be, it's definitely determination, but possibly you can get better. But this right here, this encephalopathy, brain disease, that will kill me if this keeps going on. You understand? So, and then be able to do that, and then be able to also take care of myself in general, for whatever. Like, try to, how would I say, have funds for, like, it's all for medical purposes in general, right? Um, but things that, for transportation and things of that nature and whatever, or whatever the case is, as long as it's geared towards, the healing, that's all, that's all I'm going for. Um, and hopefully if I can get into this, maybe I have a chance. Because without any funds, I'm screwed, Might as well put a bullet to my head. I'm not trying to be so graphic, but, I mean, me asking is already bad enough. Um, but, I mean, my insurance will not pay for naturopathic medicine. They barely pay for anything. So a lot of stuff I'm already is being paid out of pocket. So, in the long run, I would rather take whatever I can get to get me healthy than to be on something that's gonna, okay, yeah, you got it, but your doctors aren't doing anything. You understand? It's like, okay, I don't want to be on this Social Security and all this for the rest of my life. I really don't. So if I can get the right help that can actually help me out, it's like, okay, awesome. You know what I mean? It's like, why stay on something that, if I make more than what, $1,300 or whatever, I think, a month, I'm screwed. Like, I lose all my benefits. Like I said, this is risky in general. Um, but yeah, a lot of cognitive issues. Even times like, say I try to read a book or something, right? Or I try to think of certain things. Like, I'm a very entrepreneur type person, goal oriented, would love to set up a internet business, right? But the second that I start thinking like that, my mind starts becoming so overwhelmed, I could literally pop my neck and everything, right? Having all kinds of issues. Sometimes it literally feels like I'm having strokes. So yeah, I know this is a very long video. I didn't really want to make it this long. It just seems like talking, when you don't know how to, break it down, can get long. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you so much for taking these 14-15 minutes out of your time to listen to me. If you could help me, I would definitely appreciate it. Any funds would help. I could start seeing the right people. I can start getting the right nutrition. I can start getting the right support. Because right now, yeah, I have insurance. I have medical insurance, but I'm not getting the right support. It's almost like you know how to do something, but you have. It's like, say, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, say, I don't know. Like, say a martial arts, right? From watching videos or whatever, you know how to fight, right? But unless you've actually been in it, you're probably going to get your butt kicked. I have no clue what I was just saying. I don't know. I don't know if there was even anything off of that. But yeah. But, it's like, I got, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, just please ignore that last one. But all right, I'm gonna take this and upload this, and hopefully some awesome things happen for me, as well as awesome things happen for you. You know, we gotta share the love, man. We gotta. Well, it's actually, isn't it? Like, how do they do that? This is like bloopers and stuff, right? But yeah, we gotta share the love, man. And I'm asking for help. I don't know if I'm even desperate anymore. I'm past there. But you know what? You know, I have a will. You know, I want to get healthy. I want to get healthy so I can help other people. I want to be able to live. You know, my birthday's today, July 11th, 2018. My birthday's today, and I'm sitting in here asking for help financially. That's embarrassing. I should already have my life together. I should already have a teenager by now. I should already have a house. I should already have vehicles. I should be able to whatever, and I don't have that, right? So, I mean, there's so much stuff, right? So, you know, I just think if I can somehow financially get help, I have a better chance. I think you would be definitely investing right, to be honest. Um, People are like, well, why would I invest in you? You know, why you? Why not anybody else? I mean, I don't know. I'm a very good person. You know, I have a good head on my shoulders. Um, and I've been dealing with a lot of issues for a long time. And, you know, I want to live. I want to be able to make a difference in this world, you know, or at least in my community. I want to be able to live. I want to, like, I would not wish, I mean, actually, I kind of do in a sense, because it seems like that's the only time people actually care about stuff. But I wouldn't wish all these issues on my worst enemy, right? But I do know that I've learned a lot of things over the years. And I believe that if I can get a chance, that I can get better, and people are going to like, oh, wow, you know, you're healthy. You're not complaining about your health anymore. You're good. Like, yeah, you know, now I want to help people. I definitely want to help the sick, um, especially the chronically ill that can't really get help. But, you know, I'm just asking for a small donation. That'd be awesome. God bless. Um, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm going to get off. I don't know if this thing's even going to do it, but I hope so. You know, I don't know. It's been almost 18 minutes, so that's a long video. But once again, thank you so much for listening. Um, Hopefully this works. You know, I'm praying. So, yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye.